Well, it was very, very different than it is now, because there were no big highways and things like that. People were visiting, coming to Florida and staying a week or 2 weeks. And West Palm was one of the places they stopped at. There were not that many Jews here. At times, I think, worried whether I could really make it to the cost of running an office. But it just, little by little, it just grew. And pretty soon, within about 2-3 years, I was sure I was here forever.
So he finished his last year of law school at Miami. And he, as a Jew, could not get a job, believe it or not, in Miami as a lawyer in 1951.
We thought it was a very good opportunity for us to come to Florida and to be with family. And my father retired in '66. So he and my mother also moved here. So our whole family was here together, and I think that's what Gene really wanted in the beginning,
yes,
to get us all together.
We went to Miami when I was growing up because we weren't allowed to be in Palm Beach.
It really wasn't until I started junior high school that I confronted major anti-Semitism in school, and definitely some bullying that went on because I was Jewish. It was pretty evident. There were country clubs where we were not allowed.
I grew up in a house that had no prejudice. I grew up in a house where people were judged on the basis of who they were as people, not the color of their skin, not any other aspects of them.
Irwin was a visionary, and they recognized that if they wanted to live in this part of the United States, they had to provide the kind of institutions and the kind of environment that would encourage more Jews to come here and feel welcome.
Basically, we were developing a community here because there was really nothing here. And it gave us a great opportunity to meet the most wonderful man in my life, Irwin Levy, who decided that he was going to change the world, and he loved it.
Irwin saw to it that this community would have an expanding Jewish population. Irwin's involvement in Century Village was a major transformation because it brought in 7,000 Jewish people.
You know, my father had been president of his temple and was very involved, but he got involved in the Jewish Federation. Right when I went to college is when he got very involved.
He got huge respect from people within the community. And I think it was his presence in Palm Beach, his success, but his really strong moral values.
He reached out to non-Jews. The Fellowship of Christians and Jews, he was one of the founders of.
I think he's changed the community enormously. He took a community that was very limited initially when he first came here and decided that he was going to do something remarkable.
Back in those days, most of the money Federation raised went to the overseas. It went to the people of Israel and the needs of Israel, which at that time were very, very great.
Irwin came up with ideas and how to enhance that binding of our community to the state of Israel.
Irwin decided to put together a meeting of the whole community, a special fundraiser that the Federation put together for the whole community. It was a huge turnout, hundreds and hundreds of people there.
You can't not follow in their footsteps if you care. And you learn about serving the community by watching other people. They become your role models in a way.
Mark and Stacy and Lynn each have become very involved in following Irwin's leadership.
I consider Irwin a giant among men, a brilliant businessman, an extremely generous man.
A Jewish communal life would not have existed without the pioneers such as my mother and father. My father's continued commitment to the Jewish community to this day is extraordinary.
Irwin, I am recording this from my house in Aspen, but wanted to acknowledge, one, what a great honor it is from your community and for the rest of us to have your big fundraising dinner named after you, and we wouldn't be where we were today without you. Once again, congratulations. It's well-deserved, and I've known you for a long time, and I could say it's a pleasure and honor to have been a friend of yours.
The thing about Irwin Levy is his absolute refusal to take credit for the work that he has done. He sought only to have this work, this righteous work, be accomplished. I've spent my entire adult life in Washington, and I've never met anyone who is as selfless as Irwin Levy.
Irwin, what a wonderful pleasure it is and an honor to be on camera all the way from Israel. You listen to people, you care about people, and your contribution to the Jewish people and to the state of Israel is second to none.
Mazel Tov, Irwin, on this great honor. You have been a leader in your own community for the state of Israel and of course at the Jewish Agency. We are so proud that you have been a close friend and supporter for so many years. Thank you for everything.
Irwin, Larry and I want to congratulate you for being honored by the Palm Beach Federation. We can think of no man more deserving that has given more to the Jewish people.
Irwin, congratulations on this event being named in your honor. It only emphasizes what unique is your contribution in your community, and in fact, among the Jews in America in helping Israel and Jewish people. Thank you.